What's going on, guys? It is the Lightning bringing you guys a video here today. Guys, today I got the Dark Below trailer here for you guys. And guys, I must say it is an orgasm to the eyes. It is extremely awesome. I cannot wait for this. And I just bought the expansion pass so I can get this DLC on December 9th. I cannot wait. And guys, I'll let you guys watch the trailer. And afterwards, I'm going to come back and we're going to discuss some things that I thought were kind of important. So guys, let's get right into it.
We have this really amazing opportunity to build a world that people want to stay in for a really long time and have that conversation with them. It's really exciting that this time it's a two-way street. It's not the one-way street it was ever before.
We heard loud and clear what players wanted. They wanted more. That's what we've tried to do in the Dark Below, is bring people more. It's got more Crucible multiplayer maps, it's got a new strike, a brand new raid, new weapons, got new gear. More story was a core goal for us, so we created Eris.
I am Eris, the last. I have seen what the Hive call a god. I told Zavala, we mustn't wake them.
Eris is many things. She's a vendor in the tower, so she has loot and armor for you to get as you progress in the story.
Kill Sardon.
But she's also the main quest giver for the whole Dark Below storyline.
Omnigul is wicked and desperate. Keep your light safe.
Eris and other Guardians tried to kill Crota. It didn't go well, and she spent years hiding in the tunnels below the moon, waiting for a chance at revenge.
The ritual has begun. Push forward, Guardian.
So one of the new things we're doing with the strike is we're integrating it into the storyline.
We wanted Eris to tie everything together.
Crota's soul is waking.
And so she's been woven into the strikes, the story, and the raid, and making it all part of that one cohesive experience.
When we sit down as the raid team and talk about building a new raid, we start with, what's the theme? The theme of the Vault of Glass was a descent. With Crota's End, one-way trip became that theme that a bunch of our mechanics and experiences were measured against.
So Expansion 1 has 3 new maps. There's Pantheon, Skyshock, and the Cauldron. Pantheon is our first truly symmetric map. There are 3 lanes. There's Cliffside, Center, and Waterfall. We wanted to have better compartmentalized infantry zones, so Skyshock gives us that. You've got the vehicles owning one space and you've got infantry owning another. And then we have the Cauldron. You've got these unique locations on each part of the map that are very easy to call out. You've got Bone Room, you've got Bridge Room, you've got the Altar, which is what makes it such a good small team map and a good Rumble map.
In the Dark Below, you get new guns, new exotics,
More choices of exotic armor that change the way the characters play. So you've got Eris, who's got a Hive-themed weapon, she's got shaders, she's got class items, she's got bounties for experience.
We're going to have new Crucible weapons, a full set of new raid weapons, new Vanguard weapons, and new legendary weapons across the board.
Certainly we're going to explore some stuff that we think is really cool, but we're also going to listen to the community and build some things that they think is pretty cool. Just like we shipped the game and it got into real players' hands and they started to play it and we learned so much, the same thing's going to happen with the Dark Below. And I think that's going to change how we look at Expansion 2 and what we do next.
So guys, what did you guys think about the Dark Below trailer? I think it looked amazing. I cannot wait for the Dark Below to come out. Like I said, I bought the expansion pass right when I saw the trailer. I went to my computer, ordered it, and then I went online, and now I'm downloading it now. But guys, I am super hyped for this DLC, and Bungie is doing what the fans wanted them to do. They're adding in some more stuff. They're adding in some more PvP maps, some more guns, some more armor to get, and some more raids, some more strikes, and I think it just looks amazing. I'm super hyped. And guys, I must say, me personally, I've been getting a little tired of this game. I put around 5 days in total into Destiny, and I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but it's getting a little stale. The only thing I have to do left in the original game is do the raid and get the raid gear. But guys, I do enjoy Destiny. It's just getting a little old, and hopefully this DLC will help freshen some things up. And another thing too that they said is that what we don't like in this DLC, like we can say, oh, there wasn't enough strikes for us to do, they'll try adding some more strikes into the second DLC. And me personally, I hope they add strikes in between the DLCs, like have a free strike every single month, or like a free raid to do like every 6 months, something like that, so it helps keep the game fresh, and some new storyline and some new gear for us to do, like the earn and the strikes and stuff. And they're doing what the fans wanted them to do, so that's super cool. But guys, let's get into the important parts. So guys, the most important thing in this DLC is the new character called Eris. This is a tower vendor, but is more than that. She will help you through the story, and she's kind of part of the story because she was part of a 6-man raid to fight Crota, but they failed, and she was the only one to survive. And she spent a whole bunch of years in the Hellmouth, and that's why she has a kind of like bandage over her eye, so you can tell she's been through hell and back. So she's obviously know the Hive, and it makes more of a darker tone to this DLC, which she will play an important factor into this DLC. And also, she is a vendor, so she obviously has more shaders, weapons, and armor for you guys to get. And as you guys can see on the screen, I have some pictures of that stuff for you guys to like get and stuff in the game, and I cannot wait to see what this like has for potential. And as you guys can see on this bounty, this kind of has like a story kind of element to this bounty, because you have to go kill some Hive that have been spawning more Hive and stuff. So it'll be, I don't know, have more of a cool tone to her, and it'll make the story a lot more darker, which is something I've been kind of wanting. I thought the story was kind of, I don't know, it was too nice and stuff. But they said like they're also going to add her into like the raid story and stuff, so she'll obviously play a very big role in this DLC. Another thing, guys, is let's talk about the strike. The strike will take place on Earth in the Skywatch, and I know a lot of you guys know what the Skywatch is because of that loot cave, but guys, I think this will be very fun. It's called the Juvenile Complex, and you have to go through the Cosmodrome and stop this evil Hive wizard. But guys, there's a twist. There's going to be some sword combat in it. As you guys can see here on the picture, there's a Guardian picking up the sword, which looks like to be Rocket Yard, which was famous for another loot cave, but then there's another picture of a sword in the Skywatch, so it makes you wonder if there's going to be 2 strikes with 2 swords in it, or if there's going to be pick up the sword in Rocky Yard, then you have to travel all the way around to the Skywatch and then kill him like that. I don't know, but I think it looks epic, guys, and I cannot wait to play this strike. It looks very fun. I think Bungie actually did take some feedback from fans, because if you guys do remember in the mission Sword of Crota, a lot of fans really liked the sword combat in that, including myself. I thought the sword combat was really cool. So we're obviously going to get some more sword gameplay in this DLC, and I hope we get some more sword gameplay in the next DLC, and I actually hope we get a weapon which is like an exotic heavy weapon where you can use a sword like you can in Halo, and that'd be totally epic, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the swords. Another thing about the strike is that the strikes will not have story into them, so now you'll have a real reason to go fight a boss and kill him, because there'll be a story behind them. So I think that's really cool. I really enjoy strikes. They're probably my favorite thing to do in Destiny. I think they're really fun and really short, so that is really awesome. So real quick, let's talk about the Crucible maps. And Pantheon, this map that takes place in the Black Garden, looks visually really cool, and they said it's going to be symmetrical and 3-lane, so it will play very nice, and I think it looks really cool. I cannot wait to play this map. I'm not much of a Crucible person, but it looks pretty cool. The next map we got is called Sky Shock, and it takes place in Old Russia, and has some vehicle combat and some gunfights going on here. And guys, I think it looks really cool. I cannot wait to see if they actually add some airplanes in, so you can do some jumps with the vehicles. That would be really cool for some montages where you just do an awesome jump off a plane and kill an enemy. I'm personally really excited for this Crucible map, and it's the one I'm most excited for Crucible maps. Like I said, I'm not much of a Crucible guy, but I think it looks really cool. So the next Crucible map we got here is called Pauldron, and it looks alright. It's a map I'm least excited for, but it takes place in the Hellmouth, and there's going to be a whole bunch of cool hive markings and stuff into it, so I think it'll look a little bit cool like visually, but I just don't think it'll play well or play more competitively. And me personally, I play solo, so it won't go too good for me, but for the guys that like call outs and all this stuff, it'll be cool for you. Just me personally, I really don't think I'll enjoy it as much. So let's get into the raid, because that is something I know a lot of us are excited for. But this raid, you go into the depths of Hellmouth. Immediately, they said that Vault of Glass, like the theme of it was Descent, and this one's going to be one-way trip. And as you guys can see from the screenshot, you're immediately going into the Hellmouth, and you probably will not come back. Honestly, you're going to get fucked up by some serious hive shit. And as you guys can see here, you go through these symbols, and these symbols, like there's a hive knight, which might be Crota, might not be, is standing on, and I personally think this is like a summoner. They put their sword into it to summon Crota. If not, it's one of Crota's like shapes, because Bungie said that Crota will have many shapes in the Dark Below raid, but it looks kind of like something that's going to be a big part into this raid, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But Crota, if this is true, this hive, I will admit, looks like an ugly bastard. I do not want to fuck with this guy. I want to have some teammates behind me with some big guns to fuck this dude up. So yeah, I'm going to say that this raid looks freaking scary but fun at the same time. Me personally, the hive are just ugly looking motherfuckers, and I just want to kill every single one of them. So this raid looks really cool. It has a really cool theme in it, in my opinion, because it's a one-way trip, and you're going to rather get killed or be killed. So it'll be really cool, and plus Crota has many forms, and I'd like to see like a mix between an ogre, hive, and knight, just like a clusterfuck of a looking monster thing, because let's admit it, the hive are ugly looking bastards. So I can't wait to see what they do with Crota. I want to see some awesome looking boss instead of some reskins. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, guys, give some Bungie some feedback, because they will fix some stuff in the second DLC. And I think this DLC looks epic. How much you guys are excited for this DLC? Me personally, I am hyped. I bought the expansion pass just for this, and it looks awesome, and I cannot wait to play it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me a while to put together, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And guys, stay tuned for Destiny. I know this is my first Destiny video, but there will be more. I promise you that. I just realized I haven't really done that much Destiny. But guys, I will be doing a lot more Destiny on my channel. I really do enjoy the game. So guys, I hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next video.